Hey, sports card fans, it's John, Wade Boggs fan. Hope you're all doing well. One of the reasons why I enjoy doing these weekly Wade Boggs card videos is it gives me a chance to look through my Wade Boggs collection. With over 5,600 different cards in my collection, while I can picture most of them in my head, every once in a while by going through my cards, I'm reminded of some of the really cool Wade Boggs cards that I have. And so by doing this weekly video, I get to go into my card catalog, pull out some cards and show them off and talk about them. The second reason is while I venture to bet that the majority of the viewers to my channel are into vintage baseball cards, it gives you an opportunity to maybe see some cards that you've never seen before. Even though they are not vintage, they are of a great Hall of Famer. Now, one other thing I want to talk about here with my Wade Boggs collection is how I organize my cards. I first have a master checklist that I've developed over many years. And whenever I pick up a new Boggs card, I mark it off in my checklist. After that, I have a software program that I created years ago that I use to not only track my Wade Boggs cards, I enter my vintage cards and other cards that I have in my collection. And within that software, I can put how much I paid for the card, when I bought the card, what the current value is. I can add pictures of the cards, and it's just something that I've used pre all these new apps and Card Ladder and VCP and all that stuff, so I've just stuck with it. And once I enter a card into that software, then it goes into the card catalog behind me by year, set, and card number. And the reason why I bring this up is there are a few drawers right behind me, behind my chair here, that contain cards that I've picked up over the last, maybe 3-4 years. I think it may be going on that long, that I've fallen behind in adding to my software. They're in my checklist, so I know I have them, but I haven't taken the step to enter them properly into my software. Hence, they are not in full chronological order in the card catalog behind me. The reason why I bring this up is I've been doing a Wade Boggs card of the day on Twitter, now X, and Facebook for probably close to 10 years. And it's only been maybe the last 3, maybe close to 4 years that I've done a card of the day short on YouTube, and maybe only the last year and a half, maybe 2, time flies, that I've been doing these weekly Wade Boggs videos. Now, these weekly Wade Boggs videos are the 7 cards that I have posted on social media, X and Facebook, for the prior week. So that's why there's 7 cards in these weekly videos. Well, today I have a bonus card to show off. It's one of the cards that's complementary to one of the 7 that I'll be showing off for the main part of the video. But there's another complementary card to it that is in one of those drawers behind me that I haven't fully put into my software, and that's what I base my cards of the day off of, and so on. So trust me, it is very complicated on my end how I keep all my cards organized, and because I'm a little bit behind on one area, it affects what cards I show off for the Wade Boggs card of the day and which Boggs cards make these weekly videos. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show off 8 cards this time from my Wade Boggs collection. So let's go take a look. All right, since I'm doing these videos in chronological order, this video still contains some cards from 2012, and in this particular case, from Panini sets from 2012. So I ended last week's video with, I believe, 2 examples of the Panini Cooperstown set. Well, this one here is one of the parallels. This is the Panini Cooperstown Crystal Collection Blue, so you can see the nice shimmer and shine there. Those of you who like shiny cards, this has a pretty cool design there. And these parallels are serial numbered to 499. And see they're there along the side. And what I like about the Panini Cooperstown set is not only do they give a bio of the player, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here so you can, you may still not be able to read it, but gives a little bit of a bio of Boggs and then highlights one of his better seasons, his 1987 season, batting .363, 24 home runs, 89 RBIs, another 200 hit season, another 100 plus run season, and then of course it gives his career totals at the bottom. So really like what Panini did with this Cooperstown set. So this is the Crystal Collection Blue. And next, for those of you who like color matched cards, here is the Crystal Collection Red. And for a non-licensed set, they did a really good job with the image of Boggs here. You can't really tell. You have to really look to notice that there isn't a B on his batting helmet there, but the angle of the shot there, they don't have to airbrush anything away. You even see a little bit of his 2 there for his jersey number. And again, has that crystal looking shimmer and shine, and the reds are serial number 2. Let's see if you can see it here. 399. Sorry for the glare, but the shimmer here, it's sort of hard. There he goes. 399. There you go. And of course, it has the same back as well as the other crystal blue card. So those are the 2 shiny cards from the Panini Cooperstown set, but there's another insert set within Panini Cooperstown. And the first one here is the Panini Cooperstown Signatures on card autograph, which I absolutely love. These are serial numbered out of 100. And you can see here on the back, they don't do a, sort of best year, but they do have his career totals at the bottom. And again, another write-up of him on the back. So I do have to give props to Panini, at least for this set, in taking some time to do a proper back of a card that you can learn about the player and their stats. And the legalese, I think, is right there. So the autograph is guaranteed by Panini America. Nice and simple. It doesn't take up the whole back of the card to say congratulations, blah, 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 and all that stuff. And that's the back of the card, and it's worthless, basically, in terms of, again, learning about the player and so on. Now, here's where the bonus card comes in. There's another version of this card, which for the longest time I did not have, because it's serial numbered out of 25, and it's a not a parallel version. It has a different card number, so it's a second card that's part of the Cooperstown Signatures insert set. And I think it was 3 nationals ago, just happened to be walking around mainly looking for vintage cards, and I just out of the corner of my eye, I see this one table, the display case, and there's this Boggs card with a nice on-card autograph on blue with blue ink, and it just sort of stands out. And I go, oh, and I knew, without having to check my checklist, I knew I had the 1 out of 100, and I needed the 1 out of 25. I'm like, I bet you it's going to be the 1 out of 100. Well, sure enough, it was the 1 out of 25, and got a really good deal on it. So here is and you can see it's a slightly different image of Boggs. He's in a Yankees uniform here, so that's why there's a second card. You can sort of tell that's the little beading there. That's the Red Sox uniform, and then of course you see the Yankees pinstripes there, and it is a different image. And of course, and this one sort of has like a little grayish background to it. And so the Yankees version is out of 25. And the Red Sox version is out of 100, and the backs are even different. So this talks about third base here in the 1980s, and then here, third base, but it has a different background and write-up on him. So really cool that I was able to find by happenstance this card I wasn't looking for this card, had no intention of looking or buying any Boggs cards at that national, and just happened to stumble upon it, and it was the 1 out of 25, and I forget what, I gotta think what I paid for it. Maybe the guy wanted 60 and he accepted 45 or so. I mean, he gave me a good deal on it. Probably, to be fair, he probably had it in his display case for some time, and no one was biting, so he had a chance to sell it, and it gave me a good deal. So yeah, I now have both versions of the card. So this is the 8th card, the little bonus card in today's video. All right, moving on. Still, now this is getting into another Panini set, Panini National Treasures, and there are 2 cards within the National Treasures set for 2012. This one is the Hall of Fame Class of Signatures. So Class of, and depending who the player is, has the year that they were inducted into the Hall of Fame. And of course, Boggs was inducted in 2005. Another on-card autograph, which I love. There's the National Treasures up there. On the back, okay, Panini didn't quite come through this time. No background, no stats. Well, okay, a little. All right, maybe what, 2 sentences of him on the back. And as you can see up here, serial numbered out of 25. His Yankees and Devil Rays jersey number. So this is could be an eBay 1 of 1 if I ever sell it. Well, anyway, here's the, yep, so the Panini National Treasures Hall of Fame Class of Signatures. And again, great job with the image here. You know, just cropping off where the B would be in his batting helmet. And here it looks like he's wearing one of his, you know, pre-game just batting jerseys, not an actual uniform. So again, I think it's a cool card. Now the other one from the Panini National Treasures is, this is the Hall of Fame Membership Signatures. This is cool. Again, it has a really cool image of Boggs there, but the full beard, again, cropped perfectly so you don't have to worry about not seeing a team logo on the cap. And of course, you have the Hall of Fame building in the background there, and on card autograph. Of course, it says membership, National Treasures there. Really cool looking card. And oh, okay, so we have a horizontal here, switch up. Again, bio of Boggs, no stats, and this is serial numbered out of 25 as well. So a lot of cool cards from Panini. You had Panini Cooperstown, Panini National Treasures. The next one is from Panini Signature Series called Hitters Inc. Now, there have been other Hitters Inc. Cards, I think mainly under Donruss. Okay, I'm not sure why that's not focusing. There we go. I see Panini Signature Series there in sort of a silver foil. Hitters Inc. Made to look like, you know, a wood background there. And it's a sticker autograph. Would have been a lot better with an on-card autograph. Not sure why Panini did stickers for this set, but for the other sets did on-card autographs. So not sure there. Again, decent job with the image, cropped just so you don't miss the B on the batting helmet. And the back of the card, actually, now this one is, the other one was this way, and you had to flip it the other. So this one here, these are serial numbered out of 25. You can see right there. And it does give a little bit of a bio, but of course, no career stats. So not bad. You know, they just reused the same image there as they have on the front, just a more blown up image. So that is the Panini Signature Series Hitters Inc. signatures. All right, and the last one is from, it's really playoff, but owned by Panini. I just call it Prime Cuts. And back in the, I guess, late 2000s into 2012 or so, there's a Prime Cuts set. And check this out. This is the Prime Cuts Colossal Memorabilia. So you have a huge piece of Yankees game-used jersey. You can see one of the pinstripes and just a little bit from the second one there. Nice large piece. Love the overall design. Just a small little image of Boggs there. And of course, you don't see the Yankees logo there. It's off to the side, so you don't really notice it's not there. But love the overall design of it. You see Colossal down there, and yeah, so it doesn't say memorabilia, it just says Colossal, and a bit of silver foil there at the bottom. These are serial numbered to 49, and they do give a bit of a bio, but alas, no career stats. And I only bring this up. Obviously, I know Boggs' career stats. I don't need to see it all the time on every card. But I'm talking about if you pick up cards of other Hall of Famers or other players from some of these sets, it'd be nice for collectors in general to have to see their career stats, the career stats of that player. So I'm not saying this just in particular of Wade Boggs, but I'm just saying the set in general for collectors to learn more about the players other than maybe a little 2-sentence blurb about their entire career. But there you go. This week's Wade Boggs videos, we have the Prime Cuts Colossal Memorabilia. We have the Signature Series Hitters Inc. We have the National Treasures Hall of Fame membership signature, the Class of signature on card, and then we have the 2 Cooperstown signatures with the bonus card for this week, the 1 out of 100 and 1 out of 25, and then the 2 Panini Cooperstown Crystal collections. We have the red and the blue. So we'd love to know in the comments what you think about this group of Wade Boggs cards from my collection. And with that, that's all I have for you. So until next time, thanks for watching.